Hi guys, Belle here. I'm coming on to share this new completed journal, which will be in my Etsy. This was my design team project for Release the Craftin for January, using her vampire kit and the vampire add-on kit. Oh my god, focus. This journal has taken on a life of its own, and there is a story that goes with the journal that I'll tell you as I go through. I will just say this is quite a big book, so it's going to take a while, so please just stick with me. It's a hardback journal covered in red fabric and then this black spider web lace. It's got these gorgeous flowers down the spine, well, flower-ish, and then this detail here that's like a felt. You've got a metal embellishment that's got a bat in because vampire, and I've used book pages from Bram Stoker's Dracula all the way through and used one of the pages on here. It actually says Old Coffin. There are 4 signatures in this book, and it's tied with sari silk. And that's the side view. I mean, look at that. It's just, I will just say, this book is just, I've used so much fabric in this book and lots of beads and charms, so let's get on with it because I want to try and get through as quick as possible. So this is the front cover. You've got some bat scrapbook paper and one of the beautiful pages from the kit. There's also these word pages that you can find in her store, and she has done a vampire one to go alongside the vampire kit, but I've used several of her word sheets in here because I love them. There's stenciling and stitching throughout the whole book. This is a page from a Bram Stoker's Dracula colouring book that I've tea stained and stitched around. So there's 2 of those pages in here. Every page is tea stained. The ephemera itself, some is back to a tea stained paper, some has been left with the black card. These are one of the bats from the add-on kit that I've embossed with a mottled effect. There are 4 book page pockets throughout, 1 in each signature. And again, all the book paper used is from Bram Stoker's Dracula. Little tuck spot. This is from the kit, one of the tags from the kit. This is one of the tags from the kit. This is one of my tea stained embossed stamped index card that actually says Jonathan Harker's journal on there. A fabric paperclip embellishment. Lots of stamping used throughout, lots of inking. This is a vintage music page that says A Love Song of Long Ago. So my idea for this journal came, there's her name, Madeline. I forgot to tell you that. And this is one of the journaling cards from the kit. Stamped and inked on the back. My idea for this journal came, not only was I inspired by the kit, but I was inspired by one of my other journals. Little tuck spot there and there, the Madame Clement's journal, and I felt like that this journal belonged to her younger sister. This is vintage dictionary page, and I've circled where it says vampire. And Madeline to me is someone who would have read Bram Stoker's Dracula when it first came out, and then become sort of so interested in the actual story itself. This is from the add-on kit, that she decided to track down Bram Stoker and then start investigating and travelling around all the places from his story and start investigating the actual myth of the vampire itself. These are gilded. Lots of the embellishments are either embossed, left plain, or are gilded with gold, or gilded with gold and a red gilding that I have. So that says Carmilla. Yeah, and this one's embossed. So yeah, she's traveling around trying to track down all these myths. This is a beautiful page from the kit. I've added this washi sticker. Middle signature, which is beautiful, and there's a blood red bead there with a silver bead at the bottom. And she's trying to, I've added the bat, yeah, just track down mythology, speak to people who might have stories about vampires. Like this embellishment is gilded in gold and red. Hope that picks up. And she's just really interested in the whole mythology. There's a skull beaded embellishment there of the vampire, either because she wants to meet one, who knows. This is a tuck spot here, large tuck spot, and this is completely gilded in the gold and the red, which I hope is picking up. So yeah, that is Madeline, the younger sister of Madame Clemence, who is fascinated after reading Bram Stoker's Dracula and wants to track down as much as possible and speak to Bram Stoker and learn as much as possible about vampire myths across Europe. So she's travelling around collecting all of those pieces of information and speaking to lots of people. This is embossed but then gilded in gold and red. So hopefully that picked up. There's a skull in the middle. One of the journaling cards from a kit with one of the embellishments. So I wanted it to have kind of, I wanted it obviously to have a Gothic and vampire feel, but I wanted it also to have quite an opulent but a frayed Gothic opulence to it. So I used lots of sari silk. This is flock paper in a coffin tuck spot. This was made from a little window envelope using again pages from the book, one of Priscilla's words, and pages from the kit. Large fabric pocket there. Yes, there's lots of fraying, lots of the threads have been left hanging. I've used black soot throughout rather than vintage photo. I've tea stained most of the papers. It's a belly band made from one of the pages from the kit that I've put an embossed blood red vampire bat on. And there's two large journaling cards, two large tags in the embellishment kit. This is, I've printed out at smaller size. So I've done 2 at the smaller size and 2 at the actual size you get with the kit. Lots of fabric. Oh, these pages are just gorgeous as always. Priscilla does an amazing job. Look at that page. It's gorgeous. Yes, so there's lots of fabric used. And having that old world Gothic opulence. Lots of writing space. There's a wolf there, because obviously Dracula, wolves. This reminded me almost like a bat skull with a top hat. This one, the pages from the Dracula book, and it's the letter from Mina to Lucy there. It says Dracula, or one of the letters. This is this book page pocket, little journaling card in there. Another one of Priscilla's bats. I've used a wax embellishment to hold it, and there's just a little piece of ephemera on there that you can write on the back because I printed it out on tea stained paper. Stamping throughout. They're embossed. That flips up. Little bat. Yeah, so you can write in this. There is lots of writing space. It is also very, very full of ephemera and pieces and fabric and charms, which obviously can be removed if you buy it and moved about. This embellishment from the add-on kit. This little bat is all using the red gilding paste on there. As well, some scrapbook paper. This is a cutout that's stitched onto red vellum and gilded, and then I've put a tag in there. Some of the gorgeous beads that reminds me of Victorian jet jewellery. Little flock tuck spot. There's a bottle of vampire blood. There's a couple of pages of anatomy in here that are tea stained and stitched around. This pocket I made from one of the blank pages in the kit, and it's actually got space for 4 tuck spots. So all 3 of these tags come with the kit. And this is just one I had in my stash, so they go in there. It's embossed. Gorgeous page. I mean, I love Priscilla's kits. And this is a faceted black bead with kind of a clear but aurora bead underneath, so they pick up all the different colours. It reminded me of like glass that you would see, old glass, sari silk and lace. Try to do this while the light's still good. Got a tuck spot here, some embossing piece up there, stamped image, little beaded charm, and this is an old kind of looking map that's been printed on tea stain paper. It's one of Britain, because I thought obviously as Madeline's travelling around and meeting Bram Stoker and things, she wants to obviously know where she's going and all the places in the book. There's another vellum sticker, reminding me of Dracula's castle. Bloodlust. So all the vampire ones are on like black with almost dots of blood underneath, and all in red, the words. It's another embellishment. This is the size of the large tag from the kit if printed out to size. So I've put that in there, one of my fabric button embellishments as a topper. The other side of that page, there's a bat, and this is gilded in red as well. Lots of sari silk, lots of lace used, lots of embossing powders. This is a kind of mottled gold embossing powder that I've got that's like really strange but beautiful. A vintage page from an encyclopedia book I've got, all about bats of Britain, which is obviously quite appropriate. Another beautiful page from the kit, look at that. There's the rest of that Dracula page. I'm sorry if I'm going really fast, but last time the video cut out and I want to try and make sure I get it all. This is using the same effect as I've used on the cover, but I've also added some cream sari silk, and it's a large notepad that has some of the pages from Bram Stoker's Dracula and a little Tim Holtz embellishment that says "In My Heart." I've used lots of Tim Holtz clip words too, mostly to do with hearts and things. Another flip out from the kit that you can write on, and that's gilded in golds and reds too. Little vampire bat there. This is the third signature. Look at that page. It's gorgeous. This is more that vintage dictionary page, and it actually says blood down here and then has all these words to do with blood. But I've underlined bloodsucker and bloodthirsty, because obviously if Madeline is investigating the vampire myth, there are words often used with it. Double pocket here. This is from the kit. This is one of the little journaling cards from the kit that I've just added a word to. And again, another one of the plain stamps. I say plain, they're decorated, but I added some bats to it and a little journaling card in there. More paper that's stitched around. One of the words from the vampire word sheet, and this is a page from a vintage nature book, British nature book that I had, but this image in particular, I love it. If you've seen the original Bela Lugosi 1930s Dracula, this really reminds me of that movie. So there's nods to that in here, and there's nods to the Gary Oldman movie, Dracula movie as well in here. More fabric with this gorgeous embellishment there. It's another one of those Dracula colouring pages that I've tea stained. This is obviously Jonathan Harker with Dracula's Brides, whilst Dracula climbs down the wall of his castle. Another embossed pocket that I'm hoping you can see has golds and reds on there. And in this pocket, this was from just a piece I had in my stash that I've sort of backed and ripped around and inked and stitched. And this just reminded me of the Demeter, is it the Demeter Dracula goes on and gets caught in a storm, and it kind of reminded me of that. On the journaling cards from the kit. Like I said, I left some tea stained and I've left some just plain black. And this is a nod to the Gary Oldman Dracula movie, because this is a photo from an old photo book that I have. And it kind of reminds me of that scene when he first goes into town. And you can write on the back of that. And then this is actually a tuck spot here as well. Some scrapbook paper. Love how this sheet turned out. Another gilded bat up there. Page from the kit that I've cut down. And a large journaling card just tucked in there. This is actually gilded, embossed. It's not gilding, it's actually embossing with red and my funky gold one. It's got a little sympathy piece of ephemera in there that you can write on the back of. This says, "Good night, my love." It's another vintage music sheet, and again, it kind of had that Dracula feel. Coffin tuck spot there. This is actually from one of her other kits, but it just works so well with this one. So I had it and I used it. Paper bag tuck area here with an paperclip embellishment I was gifted. And one of my hand-dyed index cards with an embossed stamped image. So that goes in there. Just put that there for now. More embossing. Large tuck area made from one of the pages in the kit, and this is a vintage Whitby Abbey postcard. I think it's from the 70s. Anyway, yeah, I think they're wearing bell bottoms. Obviously Whitby Abbey was the inspiration, or part of the inspiration, for the castle. And that's where Bram Stoker was. Look at that page. Can you see the flowers on there and all the blood? It looks like velvet. It's gorgeous. And that's one of the plain pages, or backing pages. Love this image. I think it's one of my favourite in the kit. And in, so this is the centre of the third signature, and we've got a red faceted bead and a black faceted bead. Kind of reminded me of glasswork, or the old thick glasses. Is that a tuck spot? Just got to check, because some are, I can't even remember where they were. So in the add-on kit, there's several of these big lip embellishments, which are just beautiful. So I cut this one out to make a tuck spot on this bag, and that goes in there. And this kind of gave me not only a vampire feel, but also, oh, what's her name? From Sleepy Hollow. Catherine, whatever it is, she wears a dress like that anyway. And the girl who plays her is also in an Anne Rice Interview with the Vampire as well. So it's kind of a nod to that. A little back down there. Made this side tuck from a page from the kit and one of the bats in the kit. And then this also reminded me of the Abbey, so I wanted to use that as a journaling card in there. Fabric lace flip with some beautiful deep burgundy, almost sari silk. Page from the kit I've turned into a pocket. This tag is from the kit, and this one is from one of her other kits. But again, it just works so well in here. So I used it as I had it. Tuck spot down here, you've got this from the kit. These are tickets. I think there's 4 tickets in the add-on kit, but I've kind of cut them down to make mini journaling cards. This reminded me of a Victorian calling card from Tim Holtz, so that tucks in there. But this is also, oh gosh, a tuck spot there, and it's embossed in red. The word. The second of the 2 paperclip fabric embellishments, and this one's got a metal embellishment on it. Little bit of scrap paper pad there, because you know Madeline needs to write down all these things she finds out about. It's like a blood red embossed bat. And there's a dragon charm here, because obviously Vlad Dracul, son of the dragon, so I put that on there. It's from the embellishment kit. Isn't that beautiful? Some more embossed stamping. Another, this is a tuck area. So this is from the the embellishment add-on kit, and one I've used as a journaling card and one I've used as a pocket, and this is from one of Priscilla's other kits, but again it works so well in there. And then there's a letter in there as well that's all ripped and torn, because obviously Madeline's going around collecting all these letters from people writing to her about things that they've experienced. This is the third book page pocket, again Jonathan Harker's journal, and it's got 3 tags, journaling cards in here. It's got these 2, which again are cut down from pages in the kit, and then at the back is a larger one, again cut down from a page in the kit, so they go in there. The other side, that vintage dictionary page. Final signature. I think this is either my favorite or my second favorite image in the kit. I love this image. It is gorgeous. I almost put it on the front of the journal, but then my mind went another way. So it's one of the back pages in the kit, but as you can see, there's journaling space. It is, I think it might be from another of Priscilla's kits, but the skull works so well, so I cut it down and I made it into a tuck spot with this piece of Tim Holtz ephemera. And just another little journaling card in there. So as I said, lots of die cuts, lots of fabric, lots of stenciling, lots of stitching, lots of washi, another tuck pocket from one of the pages in the kit. My cat has joined us, sorry about that. This is a tag that I just put some embossed hearts on, and again from that photo book that I had, it's got a ship that again reminded me of a ship that Dracula might have been on. Then over here we've got this embellishment with a heart. Hello, Puss Puss. Yes, I'm just filming a large journaling card with my favourite image. One of my button embellishments there and stamping on there. So that just tucks there. Sorry, I got distracted then by the cat, by the light of the moon, some scrapbook paper. This is a bag with another one of those gorgeous lip embellishments. Tim Holtz ephemera in there, and in the bag is a large tag, another fabric pocket with a key charm and a smaller version. So this is the way they print out, and I also printed them at a smaller size, as you can see. Now I have to find where that was. Have we got to there yet? Oh, it goes in here. Gosh, losing time. These are all gilded. Can you see the gold and the red? I hope that picks up. Another page from Bram Stoker's Dracula book, and it actually says Dracula at the top. Side pocket made from one of the pages in the kit, and again a vintage bat page from my little nature book. That's so cute. Plenty of space. You could write in this. And this is the final book pocket page. So there's a tag behind one of the journaling cards from the actual kit, not the add-on. And this is from one of her other print digital kits. But I loved it. 1, I had it, so I wanted to use it. But 2, it reminds me of Dracula's horse. You know, the horse and cart when Jonathan Harker is heading towards his castle for the first time. Now one of those anatomy pages, little bat down there. This, oh gosh, I'll get this off. Little decorated bead and charm is a CD sleeve that I've covered in pages from the Bram Stoker Dracula book. Bit of embossing and one of the words. You can write on the back, and it actually has let me turn it that way so you can read it. It actually says focus. Doesn't say focus, it says Dracula, but I wanted it to focus. And a little card in there that I cut down from the kit, and again writing space on the back. More embossed. It's the centre of this signature, and again one of those black faceted beads that picks up all the colours with silver at the bottom. Look at that page. Just look at that page. It is so beautiful. Love it. Really do love it. Little embellishment. And then another embellishment with a bat on here. And this is a large kind of letter written out, I think it's in French, that I've put the wax seal at the top, so that's got writing space all on the back. As I said, Madeline's collecting letters and information from people. Another pocket. This tag's from the add-on kit, something I had in my stash, and one of my hand-dyed index cards with an embossed skeleton there. Music paper. This is all embossed and gilded, and another just little letter that's all I've ripped around and inked, but can be written on the back. Little embossed, gilded back there. The gilding is so beautiful in real life when you get it in just the right light. It's just beautiful. Like this is completely gilded too. I'm hoping that's picking up. Really hope it does. It's just beautiful. Anyway, and then this is one of the journaling cards from the kit. It just tucks in there. A spider charm there with a black bead. This flips up to give more journaling space, and then this is from the kit itself. I've made it into a tuck spot, and then behind here is a copy of a death certificate that can be written on, because you know she's tracking down cases of people who are supposed to have died but then are re-seen by their loved ones after death. That's a gilding. Fabric belly band, using again the same technique that I used on the front but with more sari silk. And then I've got this image of Dracula's castle, or it looks like Dracula's castle, gilded bat on there. It says bloodlines, and then little pocket here with one of the probably my favorite journaling card in the kit, and I've just put a little Tim Holtz word that says Undertakers on there, and embossed bat. Turns over and got this gorgeous candelabra writing space that I've had a little back to. And then right at the back is an envelope that's all embossed with roses and lightly gilded and then stitched sari silk. And it's actually got a magnet on there. I've just put some extra writing paper. Sorry, even though this is long, that was quite a quick flick through, but it's just there's so much to sort of see in here. Anyway, let me know what you think of Madeline down below. I've absolutely loved working with this kit. I found it really inspiring, create this whole story and person around it. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already and you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button. I don't know if I remember telling you, but the it's got metal book edges here, but I've stained them all in like blacks and reds, so it actually looks not only aged but look like dried blood is on there too. So yeah, wherever you are in the world, sorry if that was a bit loud, this is Madeline. Let me know what you think down below. She will be in my Etsy store, which once again will be open to international postage now that January is kind of out of the way. And wherever you are in the world, I hope you are happy, I hope you're safe, I hope you're well, and I hope you're having lots of crafty fun. And until next time, bye.